Montana, a sprawling outdoorsman's Eden with ice-covered peaks and unspoiled wilderness. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of the last best place. During the dead of winter, wildlife management areas provide a safe harbor for migrating elk. As spring approaches, magnificent antlers become cherished trophies for shed hunters.
We're going to the wildlife management area opener. People go in and looking for sheds.
There's about 2,500 head of elk that winter range back here. And we keep it locked just so that these animals, when they come through their natural migration path, they can have a safe place to be for the winter. And then they start to move back into the wilderness, and then we'll open this up to the public. So today at noon is the first time that these people will get to come in here. It's a fight for the antlers.
43414. Have you guys taken off already?
Yeah, we're on the ridge right above the lake and the parking lot. How's things looking up there? Don't tell anybody, but man, there's a pile of antlers up here in these straws.
Oh, I just had the radio on PA, so everybody in the parking lot's licking their chops now.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Elk antlers are big business for artists, furniture makers, and traditional Chinese medicine. With each rack bringing in as much as $15 a pound, the Wardens are on constant patrol to make sure greedy opportunists don't jump the gun.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the end of the line and just make sure that every new car that comes knows where to park. And then we like to watch them from this side because we have, once they know we're out of sight, they'll try to get up on the game range and scout from on top. Well, this is all game range up here, still from the road, so they can't be anywhere off the road. Morning, guys.
We're as ready as we can be.
Ready as we can, we're just waiting on noon.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Morning. We're waiting for you.
Noon?
I feel it. Today's the day we'll need you too.
Nice.
Yep. All right, be safe, guys.
You too.
Thanks. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Are you ready for the zoo?
Oh, I'm prepared.
This is fun, I think. Just to watch the people.
It is fun to watch the people.
Yeah.
Just outside of Augusta, the Streamlight spotlight shines on the Wardens of Region 4. As high noon approaches, the game wardens are tasked with crowd management.
Yeah, 10-4. I think we might go for a drive in there and see if we can find this guy. I think I got a pretty good idea where he's at.
I copy. I'm going to stay down here because a lot of people want to keep driving and I'm not letting them. So I think it'll be hectic if I went up top. So I'm going to stay here, okay?
That'll work.
Despite the well-publicized law, Warden Brett Logan is already receiving tips about shed hunters who have jumped the gun.
I'm on the road right now, headed that way. Can you still see him? Yeah, I think I know exactly where he's at. There's little ponds. They call it Dickens Lake. Yeah, keep an eye on him in the last place you saw him, and give me a call when you see my truck. All right, thanks. Bye. That was a reporting party. He's over on the county road watching for this guy, and as he's kind of darting in and out, making circles, he's seeing them with antlers, so he's obviously picking a few. So everybody that's doing it right, they're keeping an eye out for the ones that are doing it wrong, which helps out a lot because there's only a few of us out here that can actually try and keep an eye on the place, and it's big country. Okay, I'm just coming down the hill towards the ponds. Yeah, I can see him, but getting to him is going to be another story. Well, I don't want any confrontations or anything like that, so hang tight for a minute and keep an eye on the other one, and I'll see if I can get this first guy, and we'll go from there. But he's pretty antsy. He wants to go hoofing it and run over and catch this guy for us, but with the majority of people out here carrying guns for bears, that's the last thing I want to do is ask somebody to run out and catch a guy for us. Walking right down the middle there, he's got a load of antlers on already. Almost 10:50, so he's pretty early. I mean, he's well over a mile inside the game range right now, and you know, all those cars we just saw lined up waiting for entrance. You know, they're doing it right. They're playing by the books. And this guy isn't, so we'll just have to see. He rolled the dice. He knows the consequences, so I don't want to lose sight of him. There's two of them. They both got a pile of antlers. I think they might walk right to us. We got not much cover left. There's a lot of open ground between us and him, and I have a feeling he's going to want to take off. I think we're going to have to go. This is going to be our best shot to grab him. Don't try and do it, man. Game warden.
Following tips that were called in, Warden Brett Logan has spotted 2 shed hunters trespassing on wildlife management land before it's been opened to the public. With his cover disappearing, his options are running out.
I think we're going to have to go. This is going to be our best shot to grab him. Don't try and do it, man. Game warden. Hey, don't try and do it. Game warden, stop. Game warden, you will go to jail. Stop right now. Sergey, is that you? Boys are runners.
Hey, do you need help?
Yeah, I got 2 running from me.
Okay.
It's those Russian boys.
Say that again?
It's the Russian boys
Okay.
from Missoula, so any 4 county plays.
I think they probably just got dropped off over there.
Do you know what color vehicle at all?
No, I got one. Yeah, white t-shirt, blue jeans.
Okay. What was the other one?
Blue checkered shirt, blue jeans.
Blue checkered shirt, blue jeans. They're on the Sun Canyon Road?
Yeah, they're heading back there right now.
Okay, I'm on my way. I'm just by the horse cabin. I'll be there shortly.
All right.
So Brett's got 2 people that snuck onto the game range that are trespassing, and they took off on a foot pursuit. I don't know how far away Brett is from his vehicle, and he was pretty out of breath, so I'm sure he's been chasing him.
All for a couple antlers.
Hey, you guys got anybody in that you dropped off or you're associated with?
The first ones.
You're just by yourselves?
They just showed up.
This one? How's it going? Are you picking somebody up?
No,
Okay, where are you out of?
I'm out of Augusta.
Augusta. Okay. Where are you from?
While Warden Kuka patrols the roads, Brett Logan and
Okay,
Warden
you both
Dave
live there now?
Holland discuss their next move.
Do you have their names?
The one that I was chasing, I know, is Sergey. I don't know how to spell his last name. And I have both their packs. I don't know if they have anything with their names on it in there yet.
After we get everything opened up, we'll head over there and look for them.
I copy.
How you doing?
Good. Did you see a guy back
There's
there?
a guy up there in a white t-shirt.
Can you see him right now?
Go ask my daughter. They got him through the spot and scope.
Okay, I gotta go check on him. Thanks. That's our guy. He was in a white t-shirt. Well, thank you for wearing white. So the second best is blaze orange. We prefer blaze orange, but white will work. Hey guys, how are ya? Can you show me whereabouts you spotted that guy?
I see him. I saw him up on that line up there. He's wearing a white shirt.
White shirt.
Yep.
You see where the hole is up there where it's kind of bare?
Yep.
Right, left, right to that where it's spotting with the timber. He was weaving in and out of that trees up on that.
Alone by himself?
Yeah, it looked like I just see him.
Yeah.
White shirt.
He punched 3 up right in front of me.
Was he running?
He was going pretty fast in and out of that timber there, yeah.
Because there's a game warden chasing him.
Oh, is there?
But
Good deal.
The multi-warden pursuit is starting to pay off as the officers hone in on the suspect's location.
Are they?
Is this what they had?
Yeah.
He just dumped his though, huh?
Oh, as soon as they see me, boom, they're sprinting.
Is Quinn over on this one, Candy?
She's over on the dike, I think.
Because if he's got cell phone coverage, he's calling for somebody to pick him up.
Yeah.
Next on Wardens,
how's it going? Were you guys out hunting antlers today?
Yeah.
How far'd you go?
Pretty far.
3-4 miles about.
And where are you from?
Missoula.
Okay, the gate's open, so there's a lot of people coming in now.
the opening of the wildlife management area is well underway. But the Montana game wardens are still searching for 2 suspects that entered the range illegally.
Yeah, it's like the proverbial needle in a haystack. You know, we had 300 plus people probably lined up at the gates ready to come in, and a lot of them wearing similar clothes, so it's pretty tough to pick them out. And you know, just like we saw this morning, you can see them, but getting to them is a completely different story.
Assisting the pursuit is Quinn Kuka, a Montana native who knows this land as well as anyone. While Warden Logan glasses the management area, she's keeping an eye on the roads.
How's it going? Were you guys out hunting antlers today?
Yeah.
How far'd you go?
Pretty far.
3-4 miles about.
And where are you from?
Missoula.
Missoula. Did you come with a group of people?
Just us 3.
Okay. Did you guys run into a game warden today at all? Do you mind if I ID you real quick? Do you have any form of ID on you?
Mine's back in Augusta.
It is? Yeah. And are you from Missoula as well?
Yeah.
And you guys just stayed in a hotel or something?
I left my car there.
And you 3 came by yourself?
Yep.
And do you have any antlers with you at all?
2.
Oh, you do? Do you mind if I take a peek?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna kind of get off the road a little bit, okay?
Just want me to pull over too, or?
No, you're fine. You guys work your buns off today?
Try it.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Are you guys missing any packs? Did you drop a backpack anywhere? No? Okay, do you have an ID on you?
No, I don't.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. And none of you guys bumped into a game warden today at all?
No.
What's your name?
Ivan.
Ivan? Okay, I got a problem. Can we shut this vehicle off? It's not that hard to tell me what your name is, you know what I mean? So tell me what your real name is.
Ivan.
Ivan what? What is it?
Am I gonna have to repeat myself 5 times?
Yeah, I can't hear very well is all.
Okay, are we getting apprehended or may we leave?
No, you need to stay. I have other people coming. Okay? We have a problem.
That's against the law to do that right there.
We have an issue. You guys match the description of a person that I'm looking for, okay? And when you're hesitant to tell me your name, it makes my suspicions get a little bit higher. So you need to wait here. Do you guys have any guns or any knives or anything like that on you? Nothing in your pockets? Okay. Okay, I got these individuals who are having a hard time giving me their name. 2 of them don't have an ID. They left them in their vehicles at the bar, supposedly in Augusta.
One's in a white t-shirt, pretty tall. I don't have one.
One with blue checkers, but I got a gray t-shirt.
A brown t-shirt, all blue jeans. His name was Ivan. The second one was Ivan, but I couldn't understand the last name.
I'd like you to ID him somehow.
I copy. I'm headed that way. Also, the Teton County deputy is headed that way as well.
Coming up on Wardens.
Wait, I'm gonna cross country across the game range to get down here, but Kyle Miller was just listening to you, and that's them. They're lying to you.
Would any of these guys have packs, or do you just have one?
The two that I saw both drop their packs.
I copy.
Today, game wardens have been in pursuit of trespassers who entered a protected wildlife area before it was open to the public. Assisting the investigation, Warden Quinn Kuka has pulled over a car with 3 young men whose stories aren't adding up.
If you're innocent and you're sitting at this gate and it's noon, right? And you can cross over at noon like everybody else, why do you guys want to lie to me about where your IDs are? Are you not old enough to drink or something?
No, the County Cowboy that's on probation he's supposed to be out.
Okay.
Yes, to stay at home or something. That's why.
Does he have an ankle bracelet on his foot? Okay.
That's why he's lying.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. And we can work with that, okay? I don't know their names. 2 of them don't have an ID. They're Ivan, Evan, and Saraday is the cowboy. He's on probation, he has an ankle bracelet. He's not supposed to leave Missoula County.
Hey, come here with your ankle bracelet. Here. Turn around, please, man. You're detained until we hear from your PO. Do you understand? Yeah. We find you're involved with what we're investigating up here. You're going to be charged with obstructing. Do you understand? Yes. That's Sergey?
That's his name. Ivan and Evan.
I'm going to ask you once. Did you run from a peace officer today? He's coming over here right now to ID you. Okay. Who drove him over here? Do you get in the habit of driving probationers out of the county? Come here. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, ma'am. No, sir.
Okay. You pat him down yet?
Him?
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to him.
Get up here. We're patting you down.
Put your hands on the back of this.
Knife in the front left pocket.
I already asked you if you had any knives in your pocket today.
You did not.
I asked all of you before when I stood here.
Are we getting detained?
You are detained.
Okay.
You're not free to go.
All right.
Do you understand?
All right. I got it.
Yeah.
Well, now the work begins. See if we can identify these boys.
But you gotta get away from these people.
Oh, this guy?
He's too threatening.
Do you remember this officer?
Sergey, what's going on, man?
Hey, is this the officer that you ran from today?
I didn't run from nobody today.
Sergey, how many times have I seen you? Listen, Sergey, where we're at right now, really not a big deal. I mean, there's a lot of worse things in the world, but you're not in a good position when you keep lying and going down a bad road, okay?
Yeah.
So, we gotta come to an end, all right?
Let me do a recap. Basically, they went in early. They get chased. They come out. You pick them up, and then you guys get your stuff together and you're trying to get out of here. Is that what I'm sensing here? Okay. That's okay.
You know what the consequences are for lying to an officer?
Obstruction of justice.
Have you ever had that charge before?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, so you're familiar with it. You're familiar with this old hat. You're used to lying to cops. Well, I'll tell you what, man. The sooner the truth comes out, the sooner we all get out of here and we're done. But if you want to go down that road, you go ahead and go down that road, okay? So think about that for a while.
I have to ask you something, Brett.
So Evan just explained it all.
Yeah, they're both. These two are it. Those are the 2 guys I saw.
With the driver verifying the warden's suspicions, along with Brett Logan's eyewitness identification, citations will be issued and the boys will be released.
The first citation is for criminal trespass to property. Didn't open till noon. You were in there before noon.
The citation on this one is obstructing a peace officer for lying to me, not falsifying information to an investigating officer, and for not giving information when requested, okay?
The fine is $585. In this box, I just put none, saying I'm not taking any cash from you today.
The bond on that's $335. So just by telling the truth and cooperating with me, this ticket would have went away.
The next one is for resisting arrest. When you were running away from me and I was yelling, stop, you're going to jail. You kept running, kept going. You needed to stop at that time and go under custody. So everything's the same as far as when you appear. The bond on this one is $335. I believe we're done here, so.
All right, we're done.
Watch cars. We'll get you, buddy, and you guys are free to go. The general public really, I think, enjoys the fact that we were able to catch these guys, and makes them feel good that we're out there trying to keep everybody on the same page.
Montana, a sprawling outdoorsman's Eden with ice-covered peaks and unspoiled wilderness. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of the last best place.
I've seen this rig before down the hill. You're behind the ball. Did you just miss, or? You got one? Whose is it? You got your conservation license handy? Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Montana's big game hunting season is on, and the Fish and Game Wardens are on patrol.
I expected to have some other stuff. I mean, I checked 4 or 5 quad runners that looked like they were amped up last night and all leathered up, and I thought, okay, there's my problem. But so far, I haven't seen them, so. But no, it's actually been pretty quiet. We've checked, I think, maybe a grand total of 20, maybe 15 to 20 antelope, but not the barn burner.
While Warden Lasofsky patrols Region 4, Nick Taylor in Region 5 has already received a tip-mont call from a concerned citizen.
A group of guys were out hunting and witnessed 3 individuals shoot a deer, and sounds like they killed it, and they weren't wearing any hunter's orange. So we'll take a peek. These are our guys. Howdy.
This is the guy behind me, following me, come off the Hickinson Bridge. That isn't the truck that had the hunters in it that had no orange on.
Okay.
They shot the animal, they've left it lay, they haven't got it, they haven't tagged it, they haven't done anything.
Okay.
It's just laying there, and I can take you up to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do
I
that.
just didn't want him to start anything with me because we've had ruffles in the past.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I'm gonna flip around.
All right, why don't you do that? This is gonna be interesting. Howdy. Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you, sir?
Good. Are these guys the ones that called you guys?
What's going on this morning?
Well, I don't know. My boy was hunting on the ground. I've got leaves.
Okay, you got some lease ground up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, what happened with that?
Well, I don't know.
Did they get a deer or anything? You're not sure?
No, I just seen them. They was up there. They hadn't shot none.
Well, hey partner, my name's Nick Taylor. I'm a game warden here on Billings. Bill, nice to meet you. Yeah. Hey Bill, what we need to do is I need to go talk to your boys, okay? It seems like maybe they weren't hunting without some hunter orange on, and that's not the crime of the century, Bill. But you know, it's something that they do have to wear when they're hunting, okay?
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and if I can follow you, and we can just go talk to your boys and get this figured out, okay?
These guys, they don't own this ground.
Okay.
These old people, they think they own it. They don't own none of this ground.
Well, how about this, Bill? You and I'll go up there, and these guys will stay here.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll just go.
They was up on top, and I come down.
Yeah. We'll just go get this hashed out, okay, Bill? Alrighty. I'll just tell them to stay right here, okay?
The opening day of pronghorn season is keeping Warden Lasofsky on his toes. It's an exciting day for anxious big game hunters and all too easy for them to get carried away.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just had an individual tell me that there's a four-wheeler with a cab, one of those side-by-sides, just camo colored. I guess he's been kind of running all over around here this morning, running off the roads and whatnot.
Yeah, 10-4. I think I saw him earlier. I'll try to find him here.
10-4.
One of the big priorities for the Wardens is protecting the seeded fields from unnecessary traffic. With the ATV pursuit ongoing, a trespassing call also requires Warden Lasofsky's attention.
So he's hunting on the block management, but he just went over the fence.
He just went and recovered an antelope on the other side of the fence.
You think so?
Yeah, I saw him drag it under there. They shot it on that little knoll just along the fence line up there.
Okay, and they're dragging it back.
I don't know if they shot it on the property or off it. I heard the shot, but I didn't see the antelope when they shot it. But he's been sitting there glassing me when he's coming back.
How are you?
Good, I hope.
Well, we'll see here. How are you? You doing? Looks like a pretty nice buck. Who got the buck? Did you? Good. Well, let's just take a peek at it. So, is that it? Okay.
It popped out of the ear and our tape's in the truck.
Okay, that's fine. Did you get the guts out? Not yet?
No.
You wanna do that, and we can. You need some help doing that?
So did we do something wrong?
You know, you're on a block management area.
Yeah. And I shot him here, and then we waited, and then he went under that fence.
Oh, he did.
I wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah, well, it'll be all right. That's a pretty nice buck.
We sat and talked, and there wasn't posted, so that's what we were.
Okay. Yeah.
So we knew we were on the block management when we were hunting, and we shot him on the block management.
Sure. And what you did was probably right to a degree. They don't allow any hunting on the other side, so they watch that like a hawk.
Yeah.
So when it goes across, best thing you to do is get a hold of me first before you went across.
Weighed him out, and then he got up and then he slipped under.
Yep. And the guy said that he watched it, and everything was kind of done, you know, this side of the fence, that type of deal, before it went under. So that's your saving grace. But and this is your buck?
Yeah.
Did you get any shooting in?
He missed one earlier today down the road.
Okay.
So we just take turns.
You just take turns?
I was up.
Okay, well, bless your heart. You guys want to get to knock the guts out of it, or how do you want to do it? Do you want some help?
In an effort to educate, sometimes a warden has to get his hands dirty.
Well, there
No
you go.
guts, no glory truly applies to this occupation.
Life in the day of being a game warden. It was worth it.
All day, Warden John Lasofsky has been on the lookout for an all-terrain vehicle that's been cross-cutting seeded fields and damaging future crops. While glassing a potentially dangerous violation on the hill, the all-terrain vehicle makes an appearance.
This is your ATV that's running around. That guy is gonna, are you shitting me? You're not really gonna do that, are you? Holy crap.
The ATV is able to elude Warden Lasofsky for the time being, but the silver pickup truck, which he was originally monitoring, is still in sight.
I got the passenger side guy definitely stepped out and threw it over the top of the hood. I couldn't see the driver. That's not my crew, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, we've already been into these guys. Hi.
What are you doing?
You know, you gotta get off the pickup when you shoot. When you
pick up?
He was over his window, over the top of the window, over the top of the door, right in front of me. with the whole deal. I know, and you just got to get plumb away from the pickup. That's the deal. And the big thing is that this guy right here is right at your legs when he's shooting. So you're leaning over the window, he's shooting on this side. You take a step to your right, it's a safety issue. So understand this, when we're doing this, it isn't to harass you. It's the guy that throws it over the hood, his son comes around, and they take the top of his head off. We've had that happen. So here's what the deal is. It is a ticket, okay, for you. Okay, it is a ticket. You can't shoot from your vehicle, you can't throw it over the top of your hood.
In Region 5, the Streamlight spotlight shifts back to Nick Taylor, who has responded to a tip about hunters not wearing safety orange and possibly hunting on private property.
So this guy is the father of these boys, it sounds like, that were hunting, possibly without orange. It seems like the complainants called and they said that the kids haven't tagged it or nothing. And so, see what happens. Looks like he might be on a cell phone right now. Probably telling him, get that tag on that deer. This is gonna be interesting. Howdy, gentlemen. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm Nick Taylor.
Carrie Devitt.
Carrie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, guys. So what's going on this morning?
Well, we were hunting.
You were hunting?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys have any luck?
Well, we thought we did.
Okay.
But weren't able to find it.
You weren't able to find it? Did you shoot a deer?
Yeah.
Okay. But no, it was right up here. Was it a little buck or something?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Okay. Who shot at the deer?
I did.
You did? Okay. And were you wearing your hunter's orange?
No.
You weren't? Okay. And you know about the hunter orange requirement?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I know you guys, when you're on your own property and whether you lease it or it's deeded, I know you're kind of out there, but it is a state law. You are required to wear your hunter orange, okay? And that just comes down to safety. It's not to make it fair to the critters because you got a rifle. It's not to make it fair so they see you. It's all, the beginning of this year, we had a gentleman down in Dillon that lost his life while hunting, okay? And, we hunt in Montana for fun and all that, and it's just not worth it, right?
Warden Taylor thinks he's resolved the issue with a citation and a friendly handshake. But the original tipster calls again, claiming he's found the missing deer, and he still maintains that the landowner didn't grant permission to hunt on his land.
I talked to Kevin, landowner.
Yeah.
And he says he'd like you to call him because he never gave him permission to hunt.
Okay.
While Taylor places a call to the landowner, the hunters in question approach. But with the call going to voicemail, the warden's options are limited.
Just right up here, guys. Yeah, the deer's just right up here. Yeah, I propped it up on a rock right up here. It sounds like your dad, and it's your dad.
My stepdad, Bill's dad.
Bill's dad leases the place, and this Kevin individual owns it, and Kevin wanted me to call him, so I don't know if Kevin's going to press charges or anything for that. I don't think so, but just so you guys are aware, Kevin wanted me to call him, and so Kevin, maybe you guys might be talking to Kevin or something, but usually, when someone leases the land, it doesn't end up that way.
Right.
But just so you guys know, and if Kevin does want to press charges, I'll have to write you guys some tickets, and I'm gonna have to take the deer from you too. Okay. But for now, since he hasn't called me back, I want you guys to just go up there and take care of the deer, tag it, gut it, and for now, just take it home. It might, be a day or two before Kevin gets back to me. But for now, we'll just go with this.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, guys.
All right,
awesome. All right, you guys, take her easy. Well, the best thing is they found the deer. Or I guess they found it for him.
In Region 4, Warden John Lasowski has pulled over a group of hunters for a safety violation.
Well, no, that's
but when one of them can't produce a proper license, he grows suspicious.
So, Ken, I'm getting the bad feeling here that, do you have a license?
Oh, I do.
You do have a license?
Yeah.
Okay. Where would it be?
Well, I think he may have grabbed the wrong tag this morning when we shot that antelope.
Okay. So are you saying your tag's on that antelope?
It is.
Okay. So it's pretty clear. Where's your conservation? You should have had a conservation with it.
All I got was a tag.
Just the tag itself?
Yes,
okay.
They didn't give me, I didn't have anything else sent to me.
Okay, so here's the deal. Did you shoot this one too?
Oh,
I think just, you know what, I'm gonna have to talk to him and then I'm gonna have to talk to the other guy. So pretty clear, here's how this works is if you got caught up in the moment and another antelope was there and we're trying to fill a tag and that's what happened, then that's what happened and that's how we deal with it, okay? You've got an antelope in the back of that truck that's already got your tag on it. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Pretty much, okay. So that's the deal. We just go from there. Ken, we call it good and there'll be a citation for it. It's an attempt to take an over limit, okay, and then it's from the vehicle. So it's those two things, okay? But first and foremost, thanks for being honest about it.
With over $700 in fines, it's a tough lesson to be learned. But even these hunters recognize the importance of hunting regulation.
Guys, again, no, I appreciate you being honest about it too. I get that you get caught up and that's just the way it is. Okay, so good luck to you guys. All right, we'll see you later.
Coming up next on Wardens.
I've had no less than 4 different vehicles stop me. One of them gave me 4 witness statements that are all saying, enough.
John Lasofsky has had a long day patrolling during the opening of Pronghorn season.
Got a bipod out. And he's got one down. Got one down in the middle. Looks like a driver's my shooter. He's doing the dance, his kid is, whoever that is. That was a nice shot.
I got one also.
Did you? Well, let's take a peek. By gosh, I didn't see the first one. Wow.
Dad got the little one.
We just missed you by 30 seconds getting to see it all.
Oh, is that right?
How about you? You're not hunting yet, huh?
No.
That's his first time to come.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Not that gross?
First, but I kind of got used to it.
Yeah. You know what, those are the ones that make the difference when we're always out there looking for the violations, but it's always the ones that got a couple of kids and it's their first time checking the whole thing out that it makes it pretty special. Well, good, we're gonna run up the road. We're trying to find somebody that's doing something wrong. You guys are doing it all right.
We try.
That's right. That's perfect.
We try.
That's perfect. Well, congratulations, guys.
While most of his checks have ended in smiles, John Lasofsky has been inundated with tips and complaints about a side-by-side ATV slashing across seeded fields.
One in the back of that Ranger.
So I got a bunch of titmonts that have all turned your side-by-side in for tearing around here and going off-road.
I got permission.
Yeah, well, not to go off-road.
No, I mean, I do got permission to go under stubble.
But like this and stuff like that. Now, there's a guy that's their main guy that just chewed me out and said nobody's supposed to be going out on that. And this stuff right here, we can see the tracks are going across the green seeded fields. So there's 4 guys. I've had no less than 4 different vehicles stop me. One of them gave me 4 witness statements that are all saying, enough, you know, that they're tearing around and it's got to quit. Your thought on that is that which guy told you it was okay?
And Arnie.
Joe and Arnie, okay. I'm gonna go talk to him because this is a big complaint.
After corroborating with the landowner, the stories just aren't lining up, forcing Warden Lasofsky to revisit the ATV owner.
All right. So the deal is with that, the guy lied to us. basically he was running a ranger down here, hazing the animals and driving into the seeded fields. And we've talked to the owners of the property, and they didn't give him permission like he said that he had, and it's pretty important we take care of it, so we're gonna go have a talk. He was leaving, you suppose? Looks like he was pulling out. That'd be all right. That's all part of the deal. So he ain't buying.
Huh?
He's saying no.
Joe?
Yeah. He's saying I told him to stay on the hard roads and nothing but the hard roads.
Well, let's go back down there because I got 10 guys all witnesses, John.
Well, that's what he's telling me. But no, see, he doesn't have anything but seeded fields here. All the way across. These fields you even parked on is a seeded field. I mean, from all the way across, these are seeded fields. So that's what he's saying, absolutely no seeded fields. And those are the seeds I haven't even talked to you about. Stubble fields I get. Seeded fields, when they just stick the seed in, there ain't a rancher or a farmer out there that wants to see somebody going across their seeded field. You know, that's just standard deal. So that's what he's talking about. I told him, I said, look, I'm not talking about the stubble, I'm talking about the seeded field. So that's where it's at. It's an off-road deal with this guy. I mean, it's a jaywalking ticket, but it's still a ticket. So that's just where we're at. And I've got 4 complaints, 2 tip-monts, enough people that are upset about it that, you know, a warning just isn't gonna get it done. So we finished that up. Not a happy camper, but it is what it is. And when it comes down the pipe, you know, if somebody's got a problem with where I'm at, all I can say is I did my job. Leave it at that.